I'm back in my parlor and I have some really great things to show you, so I just want to jump right in. Most of these things I found at Goodwill, a couple things were other places, but I'll let you know as we go through. I'm going to start out with this. It's just a little wooden niche. It's just a little wooden niche, and it looks like it was handmade very nicely and stained very nicely. And I thought I could hang it on the wall and put something inside. Well, a moment later, I saw this and I fell in love with it. It's a Madonna and Child. And if you've watched me at all, you would know that I love anything holy, especially anything with Mary and Jesus and Joseph. So I really, really loved this. Look how pretty the colors and their faces are. And it seemed old to me when I picked it up before I even turned it over. It has a few little blemishes on it. It's some kind of plaster or chalkware, and it's really, really lovely. And I thought, oh, I'll just put it in my little niche, which is what I've done, and I really, really love it. On the bottom, it says Hummel figures and some other things, which I can't see. You can make it out. On the side, it also says, Ars Sacra, B. Hummel, 1942, Herbert Dubler. You can't see where it says Dubler. I think it's Dubler. Anyway, we know that Berta Hummel was a Franciscan nun who died, I think, shortly after World War II. I'm not quite sure. She was Bavarian. She made these lovely drawings and artwork, which we know Goebel produced as little figurines. Well, before that, Ars Sacra, the company that Herbert Dubler belonged to, reproduced some of her artwork in postcards, and those were the first things of hers that were produced. Well, just before 1940, he brought to America some of her items and began selling them through a company in New York. He started making his own figurines based on artwork of hers that he already had rights to. And this is one of those pieces. This was in 1942, it was made in the USA. And it's a beautiful Madonna and Child, and I just love it. I have no idea what these pieces are worth. There are not very many of them. I did see some on eBay when I was trying to find out information, but there were about 3 of them, 2 or 3 of them, and I don't even know what they were priced at. They hadn't sold, but anyway, isn't she beautiful? So that is one of my favorite things that I recently found, and she was $1.99. Maybe she was $2.99. Either way, she's just lovely. Then there is another YouTuber that I enjoy watching. Her name is Yvonne, and her channel is Ginger Chick Rehab, and I'll put a link to her channel. She has farmhouse decor, and it's very tastefully done. She's very artistic, very meticulous about what she does. She transforms old pieces of furniture and she mixes them with vintage items and found items, and her home is beautiful. She has these amazing crocks, antique crocks, all different sizes throughout her home, and they're beautiful. That's something I've always kind of wanted, not that I want to collect them, but maybe 1 or 2. And I've never found one. I've looked even in antique malls, and what I find there just doesn't really appeal to me. Well, lo and behold, I was in Goodwill. Goodwill, of all places, a time I don't normally go, in the late afternoon, and I spotted this beautiful crock. So I scooped it up. I only had 1 or 2 items, and it was marked $2.99. Look at that pretty lid with the pretty brown glaze. It has a 1 on it, which I now know means 1 gallon. It's the pretty brown glaze inside, and the bottom says Minnesota Stoneware Red Wing. Well, Red Wing sounded familiar to me, so I thought this maybe I'm onto something. So I was going to buy it anyway. It was such a good price and it was so pretty. It's not typical of the things that I normally collect, but anyway, I don't know, a salt glaze from a slip. I think this is slip. From Flint glaze. I don't know. I heard all kinds of different things. But I did learn that mine, based on the marking on the bottom, the Minnesota Stoneware Company, before it became Union Stoneware, when it merged with Red Wing, was in existence from 1883 to 1894. So my crock would fall somewhere in that timeline. And I've never seen one with a lid. In fact, I didn't know that a lid for these crocks was a thing. I've always seen them without lids. I was happy to find it. There's no chips or major stains or scratches or anything at all wrong with it. It is so cool and I love it. I don't know what I'm gonna do with it, but I was thrilled. How can you beat that for $2.99? All right, so today I was also at Goodwill and I found this pretty vase, and I don't know if it's anything or not. It almost looks like there's a seam in it right here. So I know there's a glare, but I thought the glaze was pretty, and it's really, really dirty. I just found it today. You can see how dirty it is, and I thought, well, is that crazing or scratching or something that I won't be able to get off? And I started, you know, fiddling with it with my fingernail, and it's just a little calcium that's on the very surface, and it should clean up quite easily. I thought it was really nice. There's no chips or cracks. There's no marking on the bottom. There is a little indentation here. I don't know if that's how they held it on some kind of peg or something when they glazed it, but it reminded me of some of the California pottery or some of the art pottery that you see out there, and I thought it was really nice. I don't know anything about it. I thought there might be a marking on it, and I came out here into the sun and looked it over, and it's really not, it's just glazed. All right, next. Also, while I was at Goodwill today, this was only 75 cents. I was picking up some pie plates for my neighbor, so I found this sitting in there, and I like these old advertising ashtrays, and it's a Madonna in ashtray. If you're new to my channel, you can check out some of my other videos where I have these really interesting, funky wine glasses from Madonna Inn, which is a little resort hotel along the California coast, and they're kind of interesting. So I really liked that. I also picked up this cute little baby planter, and if you saw in my video that I did about children's and baby things, I had a similar style planter that I had folded up some handkerchiefs and put them in, and I thought now we might be able to use them to fold up and put our masks in. I thought that might be something kind of cute. Maybe not a baby one, but any little planter might be cute for something like that. Here's a few little masks and headbands that hold masks that I just kind of stuck in there so you can see what that looks like. I'm looking at this planter while I'm showing it to you. It's really cute. Kind of a small one. Well, we are very musical in my family. We all play a little bit of stringed instrument, guitar, banjo, ukulele, and such. So I saw this and I thought, gee, that seems really cool. It says made in Germany. It is a tactile Piccolo metronome. And the box drew me initially. I liked the kind of vintage graphics. I have no idea how old it is. And it says the original price was $29.95, which seemed really high for any era. So I'm not quite sure about that. But when I took it out, I thought, oh, this is really nice. It has a very retro style. It's plastic. It's brown. Yeah. So I asked my son if he wanted to have that, and he said he did. So, yeah. That was $3.99, which seemed like a lot. I guess it was a lot to begin with, but I thought it was unique, so I went ahead and scooped that up. Here's one of the pie plates that I'm going to keep for myself. I don't make too many pies, but these deeper Pyrex dishes make a nice pie. It was $2.99, also more than I would normally pay for those things at Goodwill, but I got some less expensive ones for my neighbor at Goodwill. Oh, if you know me, you know I'm a lid hoarder. So I saw these two lids together and I thought, oh, they look like the size of my Pyrex casserole serving dishes that don't have lids, my promotional pieces. So they were marked $1.39, which is a great price a piece. And I brought them up to the counter and I was looking at them, and I know I have a couple other ones similar to this, and I thought, are those the same as the ones I have that don't fit anything? And I just, you know, I really have a problem because I don't know my sizes and my numbers enough to look at a lid and go, oh yeah, that's the one I need. I almost said, no, I don't want them. And I looked at them and I got them, as you can tell. And I came home and I took out, I have two promotional pieces that are for sale in my Etsy shop right now. On the shop, my Dotlex Red shop, it says the name of the piece. I don't know it offhand. It fit perfectly. This is a little golden rosette. Sorry, it's a glare. It fits perfectly and they're in excellent condition. You can see there's no big problems with them. And the other Pyrex that I have is this, it says spices on it. And it's kind of like a soft brownish salmony color. It's actually really cute. It has these little polka dot bows and it's really, really cute. But it's kind of a fall looking item, I would say. I was so thrilled to find these. So I will add those to my listing. This one lid does have a little roughness at the end here. I don't even know if you can see it. It's little flakes off the end of it there. So I will indicate that. But isn't that nice? Someone will get to have the lids. Of course you want the lids. It's all about the lids. The lids are everything. All right. I just have a couple more pieces. I saw this. I don't know what I'm going to do with it. I don't know how old it is. I don't think it's very old. I don't want to keep it, but I don't know what platform I'm going to sell it on. It may be too new to sell on Etsy. I really don't know. It's a little espresso cup and saucer, and it has little coffee pots on it. Is that so cute? Look at the handle. It's small. It's a little espresso size. I think it's just darling. It says Carlo Giannini, less design on the bottom. The plate doesn't have any marking, and I think it was 99 cents. It was so cute. Anyway, I just kind of have it out with some red, white, and blue things that I have right now. Since we're doing mugs, I did grab this. It was only 99 cents. It's part of the Hallmark mugs made in Japan. This little logo was very common in the 80s, the late 80s. I find these mugs and people enjoy them. It's not particularly something I would keep for myself, but I thought maybe for, you know, Valentine's Day next year. It's got all the little heart hearts, candy heart sayings on there. Anyway, so it was just 99 cents. So someone will enjoy that. I'll probably go ahead and list it now. I did get this also. It's another thing I thought I might transform. Can you see it says spices on there? See it? It's a spice rack. It's really in great condition as is. If I had lots, you can even see, I don't know if you can see, I can see in the dust when I was holding it up to you where the spices were. Aw, boy, if, oh, it's so cute. I don't know what I'm gonna do with it. And one of the best things about it is it has the little hanging on it. Now, someone did stick a hole in it, which is unfortunate, but it's okay. So I don't know, I thought I might paint it, but then I see these things and I see how nicely it was done. Look at the back. It's all pegged in there just so. I have no idea how old it is. But wouldn't that look cute if you had a whole, range set or jadeite pieces to put in there? Would look really, really cute. I don't know what I'm gonna do with it. Something. And lastly, I have these two little things. I was passing by this flea market that I had never seen before, and I'll probably never see again. According to the man who was running it, he said they just probably won't be able to keep it up because of, the state of health across the world. So he gave me these little things for free. I was just attracted to the color. This is a little cinnamon sugar shaker. It's made by the American Sugar Company. And I went to look it up, and you can find these online. And then it was meant to be a child's toy after that you would just make into a bank. It says coin slot. Isn't that cute? Well, they made different ones. They had different figurines. He's a little soldier boy with his bugle, and they had some that were animals, and they had a whole bunch of them. So I guess people collect these. I don't know. I just was attracted to the color, and I thought he was cute. And with the similar colors and the musical theme, I picked up this little triangle. And my dog goes nuts when I do it. He doesn't like it very well. Well, he's over it. He doesn't really care. So those are all the things I have. Sorry, it was kind of long. Yeah, thanks for checking it out with me. Let me know if you liked anything, or let me know if you're finding any great treasures. I'm really excited about the things that I've found. So I hope you all have a great week and stay healthy. Talk